Hi there, I am Dark Shades of Blackbright News, and today's topic is it too late to rebuild the black man? The reason why I ask that is because of what I've been hearing, what I've been reading via the comments, and the hostility that black men have against black women, which is really hostility against themselves. And I'm trying to think, how can we move this forward? And I think the only way we can move this forward is for the majority of black men who don't love themselves, or who don't, some of them don't even know that they don't love themselves, or some of them, they love themselves but they don't like the rest of the black race, which is slightly different, because you can have some proud black men but for some reason they don't like any other black people, and they don't even like black women. So you have that issue, and that can only stem from what they've been taught growing up. Now, if they've been only taught that their legacy is slavery, they're going to want to prove that they're better than that. And a lot of them prove that in different ways. If you felt that your history was linked to slavery, how would you go about changing that notion within yourself? Surely you would start thinking, well, if I befriend the people who, it's been told, enslaved me, then that puts me on a higher plane. But supposing you knew that before the 14th century, all of the black people were kings and queens and one of the richest people in the world, how would you view yourself then? Because a lot of how we view ourselves now, believe it or not, stems from how we've been raised by our parents who've been indoctrinized and who have been colonialized. And sometimes we don't realize that because it's happened so long ago. We just don't realise. I remember growing up, my mum used to give us the chip plates, and she always said, oh, the best china is for when so-and-so comes. She used to keep it for the white people. And it wasn't until afterwards that I realised, I don't know if it was a ploy or what, but in our minds as children growing up, it meant the white people were better. They deserve the best plates, they deserve the best china. And when that happens, even though it happens years ago, depending on how her mother treated her and her mother before then treated her mother, that's how it permeates through the centuries. So it's fine saying it happened 400 years ago, oh, how many years, and why is it affecting us now? But it is those little innuendos, and it's not until we really do go back to our history, and I'm not talking about school history, I'm talking about way back, before the 14th century, before AD, and look at how black people were presented before their identity and before their history was destroyed. So all I'm saying is, I believe that we can rebuild black men to be strong and to fulfill the purpose for which they are destined. But they've got to believe in themselves again, and they've got to believe in their race. And that is a hard call, because we're dealing with a lot of individuals with a lot of issues. And some of those issues, and some of them it might be too late, I don't know. But why not start with our young? So at least if we've wasted our time with all these false beliefs, our young people can benefit and grow up to be the stallions our black men were meant to be. That's all I've got to say. Ciao for now.